Well, hello there. It's that time again. Yes, it is. It does roll around so quick, as I say every week. Here we are, Sunday night, April the 14th of 2019. And as I always do, I'm going to throw 3 Tarot de Marseille cards for our weekly reading. And we're going to look at a little bit of astrology. It is interesting this week, so do stay tuned. Okay, in a moment, 3, count of 3, tarot trumps from the Tarot de Marseille are going to come on the screen. They will cover my face. And the cards that we have for this week are the Lovers, the Magician, and the Hermit. Now, this was very clear to me quite quickly. We have this fellow being besieged by 2 women. They're pulling on him, trying to claim his attention, his love. Then we see this figure walking away. He's like, no, I don't need all this noise. I don't need all this bother. I'm just going to grab my pole with my bag, okay, and I'm just going to take my possessions and just move out. I'm going to move onward. So he does, and as he does this, as he leaves the chatter, as he leaves this noise, he encounters the Hermit holding the lamp of wisdom. So if we ignore the noise, if we divorce ourselves from those influences that confuse us, that would betray us, that would annoy us, and just simply lead us down the wrong path, with not necessarily meaning to, okay? But if we get away from the noise, the distraction, we find truth, we find wisdom. That can happen, that will happen for us this week, if we have the courage to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the astrology. Now, we do have a couple of things this week that are rather interesting, okay? Not bad at all. Matter of fact, what I'll do, make sure I don't forget something important, and Bob puts his reading glasses on. Okay, got to have that to get out my my Pocket Astrologer 2019 Jim Maynard's. I really like this thing. This is great. These come out every year in November, and they're highly recommended, very accurate, ephemeris, very good tool to use, okay? So there isn't really a lot that I wanted to refer to. I think the main thing that I saw that caught my eyes, for one thing, on Thursday, the 18th, we're going to have the moon going sextile to Jupiter at 11:07 p.m. Now, Jupiter is retrograde, okay, and this is the planet that rules our money, right, and employment and speculation. But if you're going to do a ritual, for something like that, despite that, this would be a good day to do it, okay? That moon sextile Jupiter is a good aspect. If you want to stay up and do something, that would be more likely than not, a worthwhile thing to do. You got Jupiter and a good aspect to the moon on the day that it rules. Okay, that's the kind of thing that I tend to look for. Okay, now also on the following day, on Friday, which would be the 19th, Good Friday actually, all right, we're going to have a full moon. Now, it won't be in a particular sign at the point that it goes full. It's going to be what's called void of course. It's between signs. It's moving between Libra and Scorpio. Okay? Now, I don't do full moons, but if you do, if you're into it, there you go. We got a full moon coming up on Good Friday. The following day, we have Passover, and the sun is going to enter the sign of Taurus. We also have the moon sextile Saturn at 7:20 p.m. Okay, now at this point we'll be in a banishing phase, but if you want to banish like chronic conditions or problems with the elderly, that'd be a lovely time to do such a ritual. Okay, that would come in very handy. And then on Easter Sunday, on the 21st, we are going to have the moon trine Venus at 2:19 p.m., the moon trining Mercury at 11:18 p.m. These are pleasant, beneficial aspects. Easter Sunday, major religious holiday, a good time to do a ritual for healing, to banish negative conditions. Again, the moon will be waning, decreasing in strength, so it's a good time to do stuff like that. So just so you know, that's when you can go ahead and work some good rituals if you'd like to. Okay? All right, listen. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much for your support of my weekly video blog, reading, whatever you want to call it. Until I see you next week, many, many blessings.